Ahoy and welcome to This Week in Linux. Yarr.
Okay, so I'm having a little bit of difficulty figuring out if this story is some sort of a joke or not. There's a US lobby group called the International Intellectual Property Association that's trying to convince the US trade representatives that open source software is equivalent to piracy. Seriously? Piracy? Open source software piracy. They're trying to convince the trade representative that these countries like Indonesia, India, Brazil, that they're all enemies of capitalism and enemies of the United States, and that they should be put on this special 301 list, which basically says that they are not following intellectual property rules and that they're infringing on copyrights. And okay, this is a big pile of crap. Like they said on The Guardian and on Computer World, if the countries are actually pushing for pirated software, that's one thing. Yes, I could see putting them on some special list that they're enemies of capitalism. But open source software is not anti-capitalism. For the most part, open source software is actually pro-capitalism. It's just in a different way. They're not saying you have to pay for the product. They are saying that if you want the product, that's fine. We'll provide you the product and the source code. If you have problems with it, we would like for you to pay us to help you fix it. It just seems ridiculous that they would call open source software piracy, and they would call out countries and try to shame them based on their use of open source software. The US government is using open source software. Drupal is being used on the whitehouse.gov. Anyway, that's all for this ridiculous episode of This Week in Linux. I'll see you next time.
Yarr.